Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to explain to you how AliExpress works. Now, AliExpress is kind of like Amazon and eBay combined, but it's more like Amazon, if anything. AliExpress is an online retailer site that sells clothes, shoes, handbags, electronics, anything you want, just like Amazon and eBay does. About 90% of every seller on AliExpress is based in China, since that's where AliExpress is based at. I found at least maybe one or two different sellers from a different country, but a majority of them are all from China. Now, you might ask, since these items are coming from China, are they real or are they fake? Well, I'm going to keep it real with you. About 90% of these items are replicas. And what a rep is, it is a copy of the original item made by a different person, not the original maker. These items are, as you could say, fake. But nowadays, it's kind of hard to tell the fake from the real, unless you really pay close attention. Some of these items are real garbage, and some of them are perfect to the T. But that's all depends on you and the seller that you buy from. Now, just like eBay and Amazon, it's all about the seller ratings. Whenever you buy a product off of AliExpress, it's three things you gotta take into consideration. Number one, the seller rating. The seller rating is the number one most important thing when you're buying from this website. As you can see, this seller right here has a feedback score of 74. And in the past 6 months, they have a 96.2% feedback rating. Now, that's pretty great. Okay? Now, how AliExpress breaks down their feedback score is in three categories. Number one, I am as described. Number two, communication. Number three, shipping speed. As you can see, this seller has an item description of 4.8 out of 53 ratings, and they're 14% higher than any other seller. As you can see also, this other communication is 4.7 out of 52 ratings, and their communication is 13.8% higher than other sellers on this site. Same thing with shipping, as you can see. This is what you need to go off of every time you buy any item from AliExpress. Now, as you can see, this seller right here is a pretty bad seller, but the scores are high with this seller because of many reasons. One is a mixture between good reviews and bad reviews. But as you can see, this seller, just like the other seller, has a feedback score of 112, which is higher than the last seller, and has a positive feedback within the past 6 months of 95.1%. But like I said, this is how AliExpress breaks down their feedback ratings. It's in three categories. Number one, item description is 1.91% lower than other sellers. Now, this seller has a communication rating of 5.7% lower than other sellers, along with shipping being 2.26% lower than other sellers. Now, this seller I will avoid because most of these ratings are horrible. They're high numbers, but as you can see, they're in the low. So I will avoid from this person. And to be honest with you, I even bought an item from this person, and those ratings really played into effect. I will stay away from anybody who has these type of ratings. Now, once you found the product that you want and found the seller that you trust, it all comes down to shipping. Now, AliExpress, depending on the seller, offers at least 10 different options for shipping. You got ePacket, China Post Airmail, Hong Kong Post Airmail, EMS, DHL, FedEx, and UPS. All of these shipping carriers have different prices, and every seller has a different price depending on which part of the country they're shipping their item from. Now, since these packages are coming from overseas into the United States of America, these packages got to clear customs. And customs has got better over the years, at least from my experience. But it all depends on the carrier that you pick. For example, EMS has kind of like a automatic clearance. At least EMS packages clear custom within 4 days tops. Some packages might take longer, and then once they clear customs, they are sent to your local postal service, which is USPS, and from USPS, they bring it to your doorstep. Now, it doesn't matter which carrier you pick. Most of these gonna take the same time to clear custom, but like I said, EMS has a automatic clearance most of the time. So if you have EMS as an option, I suggest you pick it. Now, ePacket is also run by EMS. ePacket uses EMS services to get their packages to different countries. So ePacket and EMS are kind of like the same service. Doesn't matter which one you pick, they both the same. DHL, FedEx, and UPS has probably the slowest custom processing rate ever. I've seen packages use DHL, FedEx, and UPS sit in custom for 10 days straight, while packages using EMS and ePacket usually pass custom, like I said, within 4 to 5 days. So I would not pay an extra $60 or $50 to use FedEx or UPS or DHL, whatever carrier that is posted there, because EMS and ePacket usually get to the United States faster than any package. Why? I don't know. Maybe because they got a contract with USPS and something like that. But all I know is EMS and ePacket gets here just as fast as DHL and FedEx and UPS. So don't ever pay the extra $50 or $70. You're gonna end up wasting your money because the package is gonna sit at customs for 10 days straight. I'm not even lying. You could Google this for yourself. DHL, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it says three to 7 business days, but trust me, it's gonna sit at custom. This does not matter. No one can predict the time of these packages. Sometimes EMS and e-package shipments even get held up at customs. We can't predict this stuff. It's all to do with customs and the container that it's on in custom, because maybe the container it's on in custom has drugs in it or something illegal in it, so that gonna delay your package. So it all depends on customs and whatever they do there. So, like I said, don't pay anything beyond $20 for shipping on this site. Also, don't use China Post and don't use any Hong Kong Post or anything that ends with a post, because most of the time your package is going to be sent on a boat, and that boat is going to take at least 30 days to get to the United States or whatever country you're in. So don't use China Post, Hong Kong Post, Swiss Post, whatever post on here. Just stick with EMS, ePacket, and that's it. Most of the sellers on here use ePacket for free, or they probably charge you like $2 to ship it using ePacket. So stick with ePacket and you'll be fine, or EMS and you'll be fine. Now, once you pick your shipping out and you got your IM and the seller, what happens is you gotta pay for your product. Now, AliExpress has different payment options. I think they have PayPal I've seen, and they also got your basic MasterCard, Visa card, American Express, Discover, everything like that. Me, I pay with my debit card, which is a Visa card, and your payment is safe with AliExpress. Your payment is never sent to the seller. It is all sent through AliExpress. And AliExpress holds your payment for 25 days, sometimes even more, before the seller even get that payment. Because how AliExpress works is they has a buyer protection, something like eBay has, but different. Their buyer protection gives the buyer 30 days from the time of the payment that is verified. They give you 30 days to check out your item and to receive your item. If you haven't received your item within 30 days, you get your money back, guaranteed, within 30 days. If you receive your item and if it's not as described, or if it's not what you want, or if the item is damaged, you could also get your money back and keep the item, or you could return the item for a different item or the same item. It's called AliExpress Buyer Protection, and this protects you and the seller, because sometimes sellers on there even get jipped out their money. But like I said, your money is safe on AliExpress. Also, something I forgot to touch on with shipping is Always pay attention to the shipping process time. Some sellers ship out within 3 days, and a lot of sellers ship out within 20 days. So always pay attention to that. Always message the seller and ask the seller how long it takes them to ship out your product. If they say anywhere between 20 days, I would not even bother. Why wait 20 days for them to ship out your package? You understand me? So get somebody who ships out within 3 to 7 business days. Also, when it comes to shipping, most of these sellers use agents. At least most of the big companies on AliExpress use shipping agents. And what the shipping agent does is the shipping agent contacts the seller warehouse and says, "Hey, we got this order for blah blah blah, and we need a size blah blah blah, and we're gonna come pick it up on blah 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 date, and they're gonna ship it out using blah blah blah." And what that seller does is, well, what that agent does is goes to that seller warehouse, picks up the item, and ships it to EMS, FedEx, UPS, whatever shipping carrier you choose. And from there, they send you the tracking number. Now, that tracking number usually take about 3 to 4 days to get updated. So if a seller ships you an item out on the 8th, you probably won't get any movement until the 15th, or maybe earlier than that. At least to me, I didn't get no movement on most of my packages till about 3 to 4 days later. Or sometimes it's been 24 hours. But it all depends on the seller. Like I said, most sellers are individuals and they ship their packages by themselves. If it's a company, they probably use a shipping agent. So be careful with that. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much my rundown on AliExpress, and I hope you guys got a clear explanation of how AliExpress works. So whenever you go on AliExpress and buy something, you'll kind of have the idea now on how it works. Like I said, your money is protected. Always buy from the top rated seller. Never buy from somebody that got a bad seller feedback score. Always pay attention to the shipping and shipping process time. So from there, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comment section or send me an email or anything like that. Peace.